time it is. Zero Degreez, so you know it's official. Ice in my veins, every ball beneficial. Came from the bottom, the vision look vivid. Click on the channel, you can feel how I'm living.
Man, what's up? It's Zero Degreez, man. Check it out. We tapped in with DB, C.O.B.O, man. What's happening with it, man?
What's up? C.O.B.O family. We everywhere with it.
Dig that, man. So introduce yourself to the people and just explain who is DB and what is C.O.B.O.
Alright. DB, you know what I'm saying? I go by that because I don't really like my first name, to be real with y'all. But just a kid from a small town, man. We go through life and sometimes things take a turn, you know what I'm saying? I was into sports bad, love basketball though, but I played every sport. But C.O.B.O can only be one. I got the name from a scripture, Exodus 3:14. If you see any of my jackets, they got 3:14 as the puller on them. That's what it is, man. I am who I am. God sent Moses to Israel, and he told Moses to tell the people, I am who sent you. So, it only can be one God. Can only be one. You feel what I'm saying? So when you got this brand on, you're going to stand out in the crowd, and you know you the one, because it'll never be another one of you. Yeah. When you leave this world, bro, it'll never be another one of you, bro.
I like that. So it's more than just a piece of clothing.
Man, it's a movement. It's a message that's coming out here, bro. And people starting to understand it.
That's the business. So, you from Bisco, Arkansas, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was it like growing up there?
I ain't gonna lie. Growing up there was fun, you feel me? And I know before I even born and this and that, Bisco was always lit, man. I ain't gonna lie, I missed them times. Now everything just kind of, spread it out. And that's cool, everybody got life, everybody move on. But growing up in Bisco was fun though, man. Everything was family, you feel me? Like, you go down the street, it's family everywhere, and
real talk.
It was just nothing but love, bro. Like, real talk. Like, I wouldn't want to grow up nowhere else but Bisco, man. It taught me so much, man, to being the man I am today. Man, like, the uncles, cousins, and all that, bro. Like, ain't nothing out here easy. You got to go and get it, bro.
Man, that's what, real talk. And it's kind of like what we're going to go into next, and how did it shape you as a man? You was kind of touching on it, but how did it shape you as a man and as an entrepreneur?
Man, I grew up around a number of hustlers.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, I already had it in me, but seeing it motivated me more, bro. Like, seeing my pops, you know what I'm saying? Like, that man he got up to work every day. My mama, every day. No questions asked, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Even the old heads and, you know what I'm saying, the community, bro. Like, I just grew up around hustlers, bro. And they say kids, what they see, they mimic what they see, they do. You feel me? So, when you grow up around it, it just come natural, you feel me? And, I got some player cousins, you feel me? So, you know how to talk your talk, gonna sell itself.
That's what's up. You kind of touched on what C.O.B.O stand for beyond the name, but how did you, or when did you get interested into fashion in the first place?
I've been into fashion for a long time. Anytime I go out, man, I'm telling you, all my cousins, I always say, man, no DB finna do the extra.
You be putting that shit on,
you
man?
feel me? So I always been into that, you feel me? I always got called the pretty boy and all this and that. I've always been into fashion, bro. And no cap, like, as growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I had the hoop dreams and all that. We all do. We all got them dreams, some get to it, some don't. You feel me? But I always told my teachers, like, they asked me what you gonna do, like, if sports don't work out. So I'm gonna own my own business. I've been saying that since a little kid, bro. And I said it till I was grown and all that. But going on last year, man, I just sitting talking with my girl, bro. Like, I was on this so bad, bro, start my own clothing brand, bro. I just never knew where to start, bro. I just prayed about it, man, and the name came to me, and I had to come to designs. So, shout out to you, Keenan. Shout out to you. You was the first Hey, my first design, logo, everything.
That's real.
Like that got off the ground from there.
That's
You
love.
feel me? So, hey, shout out to you and shout out to God.
For sure. Man, you already know it's love, man. It's a Bisco thing. You feel me? So I'm hearing you saying as a kid, you always knew or had a desire rather in your heart, like I'm gonna start my own business.
I always wanted to start my own business,
Right.
bro, because I ain't gonna lie, me personally, and I'm gonna admit to this and take accountability, bro. I don't like people being a boss of me. I like to be in control, you know what I'm saying? Because I got the mindset.
Yeah,
I got the business mindset on top of that too. So it's like I don't really like, having a boss, bro, because my attitude ain't forward. Because you can't just tell me what to do, you feel me? But I don't like it, but I mean, it's life. I mean, we got to get our money some type of way. But it's going to blow, though.
That's wisdom. So check it out. What, out of all the businesses that you could have started, created, jump-started, got off the ground, what made it be the fashion? Like, what made you go in that direction and say it's gonna be the clothing line?
God.
Yeah.
I mean, we can throw a lot of ideas out there on what we want to do, but God gonna show you what's for you. You feel me? And I mean, that's the lane He gave me. Like I was training basketball, like training kids. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but like it got to a point where I feel like it wasn't for me. I mean, I was still doing it and still running the clothing brand. But as I got so much in the clothing brand, I fell in love with the clothing brand. So more like I fell in love with basketball when I first touched the basketball. So, I mean, God opened my eyes like, this your lane.
Yeah.
And I want you to go down this path with me and don't turn left, don't turn right. Just stay right here with me and you're going to be all right. So, I mean, I could have went into a whole different lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I could, but I chose fashion. You feel me?
No, yeah, for real. That's what's up. Salute to that, you know what I'm saying? Being obedient, you know what I'm saying, to the voice that you heard within, being God. That being said, what's been the biggest challenge building the C.O.B.O brand?
Man, first off, I'm gonna say this. Talking to these manufacturers, and every clothing brand, I don't know what I'm talking about. Talking to these manufacturers, bro, getting them to understand what you want on your clothes and every small detail, that's a challenge. As far as me building C.O.B.O, man, the support. You feel me? And don't get me wrong. Please don't bite me when I say this. I mean, my hometown showed me love, you know? And sometimes when you doing something, they'll show it first and then like it'll change. But you can't look at it that way because we can't just sit here and dwell on our city. Because we ain't really trying to, we want our city to support us, but in reality, you can't be stuck in that one track mind. So I know a lot of people that get mad at people that don't support them that, that's from the same city, but we can't look at it that way. They gonna hold your hand through the, you know what I'm saying, just like you did and them held your hand walking. But eventually, once you start to branch out, things change.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But me building my brand, man, I was honestly and truly surprised. Like, I didn't go in thinking that my hood was gonna, be behind me like they would. And they did it, you feel me? They spreaded it out. I spread it out. I mean, I put in the work. I jumped on the limb, bro, 3-4 months in and went to Atlanta. I ain't had no business going down there. I'm 3-4 months in. I'm still trying to get the gist of designing and all this and that. But I did. You feel me? And it helped me in so much of a way to the point where I know what I'm doing and talking to other people and getting game from other people. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm proud of where I'm at because I worked hard to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I thank the love from my city. I thank the love from all surrounding cities. But I ain't gonna lie. If we being honest, hey, C.O.B.O deep in Lil Rock.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie
That's
to
the
you.
business side of Lil Rock for sure.
Man, shout out to Lil Rock. Real talk. It's getting out there. Like the dude I met at the pop-up shop in Lil Rock, man, his name Nick. Shout out to Nick, OTO Nick. Shout out to him, man. Only takes one, bro. Man, he taught me consistency, man. Like you have no matter what post, bro. The internet is your best friend. It might everybody say it's a market of beast, and definitely is, but the internet is your best friend if you want to be seen. That footwork stuff really don't work no more. It do to a certain extent, but word of mouth, and word of mouth is not in the streets no more. It's in the social media.
Use all your tools accessible to you.
Yes, sir.
You spoke briefly about going to Atlanta. So being from a small town like Bisco, Arkansas, and going to Atlanta, and I was peeping it out. You know what I'm saying? I see you met, you met some big names. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you a big name in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But
Appreciate that love.
to the world, you seen like some streamers and other clothing brands. Or if you just name drop some of the people you got a chance to meet and what that meant to you coming from where you come from.
Man, when I ain't gonna lie, it meant a lot. But when I went in there and seen how people get down for real, like, man, these people been in this game for a long time, and the designs and everything, and the people I met, man. Hey, shout out to Insane Illusion from Chicago, the Rack. Man, that's my guy, man. We locked in. Crazy designs, man. He's so deep in Chicago with it, man. He got the Rack fucking with him. Not an influencer. I know everybody know that brand. Man, you would look at his brand and be like, it's a simple design. But at the same time, man, it's selling. Simple sales, bro. And I'm learning that as well, bro. Like, don't think too much into it. And that's what dude told me. I met other brands out of California. They were just putting me on a lot of game. It was nice to meet them, bro. And even the influencers, man, tapped in with a whole bunch of them, bro. Like, I got some stuff on the way. I'm just being quiet, bro. Cause I'm really, yeah, I'm finna pop it. You hear me? I'm telling y'all. But Atlanta was dope though. I learned a lot. I will be going back though for sure.
That's the business. We speaking about all your triumphs and everything and inspirations. But have you ever really like felt like giving up? Cause we know it comes with the challenges and with doing anything you put your mind to, it's gonna come with its own, ups and downs. Have you ever felt like giving up?
Hey, I have.
Yeah.
And this is my first interview, and shout out to you. Then nobody know I took that L to the chin, man. I had dropped some shorts and shirt set. And I took a L. And to be honest with y'all, I did. And I was like, man, that L hurt me. I ain't gonna lie. I spent a lot of money on that drop. And that L hurt me bad. And I was gonna give up. I was like, man, this ain't. The first two drops went good. That third drop was a shorts and shirt. And it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. And I was like, maybe this ain't for me. But I prayed about it, and man told me keep going. It's gonna get better. You gonna bump your head, bro, when you're trying to elevate. When you elevate, you're gonna bump your head. You're gonna lose people you think you weren't gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts, but that's the way down the journey. It's never easy, bro. Life ain't easy.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely thought about giving up, and like I said, man, it's the first time y'all heard it. I took that L in silence, and that's what it was. But I stayed with it though.
Every major entrepreneur, businessman, it what makes them. You know what I'm saying? Those L's. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to the $1 billion rooms or the $1 million rooms, excuse me, whatever comes with that, the losses that you took, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning stages, it helps you how to deal with whatever challenges come where God is getting ready to take you. So being honest about it like you just did, you know what I'm saying, it speaks volumes on the next few stages, or the next plateaus and doors is gonna open for you for real. And what keeps you motivated daily?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. my son.
Mm-hmm.
No cap. Like, my first design, that baby that you made, it was idolizing my son. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he gonna always have something to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be his brand at the end of the day.
Beautiful.
That's what the baby represented. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. And my girl, everybody know my girl. Top hairstyles in Little Rock.
Wow. Damn. Keep going, we'll cut that out. Go ahead.
Top hairstyles in Little Rock, man. And man, she do good. And she motivated me to want to do better, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can do better. But, and the people around me, bro, like, I real deal want to change my environment. Like, where I'm from, bro, I want to give back. I want to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's why I'm trying to stay down the journey God got for me, man. Because at the end of the day, I want to give back. I ain't going to leave and just not give.
Right. It's gonna happen for you, too. You know what I'm saying? I can see it happening. My next question I got to ask, being a father, how do you balance that, you know, and running your brand?
Hey, making my son a part of it.
For sure.
Man, I got so many bills I ain't even post. Man, I'm making sure I got the clothes in his hand, walking with me.
Mm.
Like, just making him a part of it, you know, and he my little little brand ambassador when it comes to when I want to do something for the kids, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it, you know, and also I gotta make time for him, and I do that too. But that's basically how I'm just, you know, balance it out, you know, so just make him a part of
time
basically.
Management and inclusion.
Yeah.
I dig that. How important is your support system, like your family and people in your close circle? How important is that?
Like I said earlier, man, I mean, support gonna come from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, which is like, you, like I said earlier, we can't dwell on our immediate family, friends, and all that. We can't dwell on that, you know what I'm saying? They gonna support or they ain't gonna support. At the end of the day, it's your journey, it's your life. That's why I say it can only be one, brother. It's you.
Mm.
You can't sit and worry about if this person supporting you, this person supporting you. They gonna support who they want to support. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset we gotta have, bro. And people real deal be mad at their family or friends and this and that, but at the same time, we can't, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Like, I can sit here and I'm selling clothes, and I probably have a family member or anybody, and they go buy a whole Nike Tech or some Louis or some Gucci or this and that, but I sell clothes. I can't get mad at that. They like what they like. That's why you have to build your own community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to build your own community. I mean, you going to have your community here and this and that. I know plenty of brands that design one way and I design one way. Their customers are going to come shop with me because they like how this person is designing this.
Yeah.
So I can't sit here and dwell like, man, I should have everybody rocking C.O.B.O. No, I'm going to have my community rocking C.O.B.O. That's why I come with members. There's no customer. That's why I come with members, bro. This is a family, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't no, you know what I'm saying, oh, this my customer. Nah, this my member. That's my family, you feel me? This is a part of my community. And that's why I say family and friends, it's cool if they support, but I ain't just too big on it because at the end of the day, these people that's buying for me, these are my members, these are my family members.
Yeah. Man, you don't get no more solid than that, homie. I ain't gonna lie. So, excuse me, bro. How vital is networking for your brand? And it's kind of like a two-headed question because I want you to touch on how vital networking is to your brand, but at the same time, I also like keeping that in mind. Are you open to artists or models being brand ambassadors, like, you know, your social media influencers and shit, like the Instagram models and stuff like that?
Networking is very important.
Correct.
Because you have a certain amount of reach on your platform, you have a certain amount of reach on the people you know and this and that. So it's very important. And it's okay to reach out to people. Don't feel like you're begging a person to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Networking is important, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, when I was in Atlanta, I did a lot of networking, and I'm locked in with a lot of them boys out there. And not even just them, Chicago, California. Like, for real, like, it's very important, bro, because, and that's why I come back to community, bro. Like, they're part of my community, even though, you know what I'm saying, they don't buy. We talk to each other on how to sell or design, or, hey, bro, you fuck with design, you think this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. You feel me? And far as, like, models and stuff, I'm cool with it, but it get to a certain extent where people, how can I say this? I'd rather model my own stuff, and I got a girl that can model if I want to do something for the females. Now, influencers, yes, I do that. Artists, I do that. You know what I'm saying? I recently, just a month ago, had YoungBoy share my stuff. I posted on social media. So I sent him merch. So I mean, if he posting, he posting. He don't. At the end of the day, his people reached out to me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can take it for what it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm down for that, you know. But if I'm gonna have a brand ambassador, artist, influencer, you have to believe on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be part of the team, you're gonna be part of that team. You're gonna believe what I'm believing in, and we're gonna push this like it's your brand too.
Mm-hmm. And then you really touched on my next question. I was gonna ask, like, what do you look for in collaborations or in the collaborators? You know what I'm saying? But you really touched on it.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta be like one-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Believing in the vision that you have.
You not just modeling it for me. You got to believe in the movement yourself as well. I mean, it's gonna sell. If we all believe in it, we all make a video, like a commercial video with the brand, trying to make sales. I can't have you in a video like you just wearing it, just, you know. I need you to believe in what we doing.
Yeah. So, do you have a team, or is it just you? You know,
I have a team. I have certain people I use with certain drops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And really, yeah. I got my girl I use for certain drops.
Yeah.
I have Ken. Hey, shout out to Ken, man. Come get chopped by though. Real talk. I use Ken and me.
That's the business. So, what's something people don't realize about running a clothing brand?
People think, I'm gonna say this, your first drop gonna sell out, because that's what your immediate family and friends come in and part of it. Like, they gonna support you no matter what the design look like, they gonna buy it. Simple as that. People that fuck with you gonna buy it. Now that second drop become challenging, because now you gotta come with it. They seen that you got a clothing brand, they gonna support it. Just like when I first dropped, man, the shares was crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, this man starting a clothing brand. It sold out. You feel me? Right. Second drop, sold out. So, I mean, that's crazy. That's a crazy question.
You really touched on it though, for real.
Say the question one more time.
Yeah,
I lost my train of thought.
Good. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say something.
So we talking about, like, what's something people don't realize about running the clothing brand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. It ain't easy. And when I say it ain't easy, when running a clothing brand, bro, like, being an entrepreneur, a black entrepreneur for sure, is everybody want a discount. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's real.
So
I know about it.
So when I say that, is people don't respect black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And it's messed up because running the clothing brand, you want to please everybody. You want everybody to wear your stuff. So sometimes you might have to change the price here and change the price there. But the dude told me they got a clothing brand. He was like, I'm telling you, the jumpsuit I got on right now. He told me I sold myself short on this jumpsuit. He said, you should have sold it for way more than that. He was like, don't change your price. It's gonna sell, it's gonna sell. You gonna know who really fuck with you and who don't. You see what I'm saying? He said, you change your price, imagine when you get up and you get to charging woo to woo. They can like, he didn't change. So, and a dude in Atlanta told me, you gotta stand firm on your prices, bro. Don't, I'm gonna get this person a discount, but you charge the other person the original price. Yeah. Now you playing with your business. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot that come with it, even with like photo shoots and all this and that. And it's a lot.
What advice will you give a aspiring, somebody who aspires to be, in the same line of business that you is with the clothing?
Be different. Be different. Be a trendsetter. Don't pay attention to the next person. You know what I'm saying? You would think, okay, you would look at one brand and be like, man, he blew up fast. You don't know how he blowed up. You don't know if he running his business legit and he could be scamming and got hella inventory, hella jobs coming back to back because he's scamming or he doing this and that. You can't worry about nobody else. You have to worry about you. Worry about the lane that you are in. And that's really a strong, that's the advice I got for a person. And you got to keep going, bro. Don't ever get discouraged, bro. Everything ain't going to work how it's going to work, but it's going to work, bro. You just got to keep going and believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nobody else. Everybody be so much worried about everybody else and then wonder why this ain't working for them.
Yeah. What's one mistake that you think that they should avoid getting into this shit?
One mistake. Choosing your vendor. Choosing your vendor. When you choosing your vendor, make sure they got good communication skills. Y'all are talking through the whole process. When I mean talking through the whole process, I'm talking about whatever next move they do, stitching, cutting. Y'all talking through all of this because you are their boss. They work for you. You're paying them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what comes with the entrepreneur thing. Don't look at them as they your boss. You're their boss.
Correct.
So vendors play a big role, and be careful with just jumping out and trying to reach out to a vendor because you can't get scammed. And I will tell another truth. I did try to cheat on my vendor with another vendor and end up getting fucked out of $400 on a sample. Nobody knew that. But I lost that money and I can't get that back.
Man, I like the fact that you being transparent about everything because what you're doing is, to people watching, not only is it helping them not make, certain mistakes that is common, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, like somebody was goofy and, they game though, like it's very common. Even people, in the $1 million bracket is, going through the same thing, learning and whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's not uncommon, but being transparent, being real about it, you know what I'm saying? That's what helped us as a Black community grow, you know what I'm saying? So salute to that, not stunning or whatever and keeping it real, and with that in mind, check it out. Where do you see C.O.B.O in 2 to 5 years? 2 to 5 years.
2 to 5 years. I see C.O.B.O everywhere, worldwide. Because it's only getting better. My designs that I ain't gonna lie, I look back at my designs last year. I'll be a year in come May the 22nd. I dropped the weekend of my Bisco Day. My hood day. I dropped the weekend of that. I look back at the old ones and I was like, man, don't design weak as hell, but they fucks with me though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. And when I say in my video, I love the fuck out y'all. Anybody that supports C.O.B.O, I love y'all, bro, because y'all been stuck through everything.
Yeah.
And it's only getting better, and the designs are getting better. So what I say 2 to 5 years, man, it's gonna be crazy. Everything gonna be worldwide, bro. My community gonna be so big. I feel like shout out to Forever Having. That's one of my favorite brands. I ain't gonna lie. Besides mine, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dude out of I think he out of Mississippi, now he's there in Houston or something like that. Brand crazy. I want my brand like that. That man don't even work. Like his wife don't even work no more. Like her job is to help him pack all them orders.
Right.
They selling that much. That's their everyday life is packing orders.
Oh.
So that's what I want to get to, man. Like I eventually want a storefront, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about building my community out to the point where I'm more hands-on than anything. If I can get to you and you order something for me and if I can get to you, but it's better than Amazon Prime. I'm there. Same night. You feel me? I'm there.
Did that. There's somebody watching right now, bro. I promise you they want to know, where can I find C.O.B.O? Where can I buy it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the website? What's the IG? What's the social media? You feel me?
C.O.B.O.clothing, Instagram, you feel me? You can find me on Facebook, Darrian Brown.
Yeah.
Website all in the bio.
Spell that Darrian Brown for him real quick.
Darrian Brown, the color brown.
Yeah.
Website in the bio, can't miss it. Website in every one of my bios, even on my main Instagram, it's in the bio. The only DB. And C.O.B.O.clothing is where you can find me at.
Man, it is 0 Degreez. We in here with DB. C.O.B.O. can only be one. We done talked about family. You know what I'm saying? We done talked about the ups and downs and the triumphs of this business, entrepreneurship, sticking together, man. I don't think it's just any much more heights we can go with this, man. So with no further ado, man, there it is, man. We out.
We out.